Hi everyone, it's Meg back with another video, and it's a sunny Friday. I've got some sunshine coming through my windows and hope that you are also having a bright day. So I'm going to try to keep this video pretty short today. It's about breathing, and the reason I want to keep it short is because I feel like I once heard a message that really helped me understand why it's so important to breathe, and it really stuck with me. And so that's what I wanted to share with you about why is it so important when we're thinking about managing our stress, that we remember to breathe. Unfortunately, I can't exactly remember who I heard it from, so just in the spirit of giving credit, this is not my idea, it's not my original idea, and hopefully who's ever done all this learning and research about this knows that I wanted to give credit to someone that's not me. Just putting that out there. So when we think about breathing, I know that for me, for many times, I'm like, God, this feels really complicated. Now, breathing is something that we do day in, day out. We do it all day long. We do it without thinking. It just happens. Our bodies are miraculous in helping us to keep breathing. When I hear about breathing, sometimes though, it's like, do it this way. You know, it might be like breathe in a square. So box breathing, 4 seconds this way, 4 seconds that way. Or it might be have a longer in-breath or have a shorter in-breath. See, I get confused even thinking about it. Having a shorter in-breath and a longer exhale. Or in yoga, they're talking about breathing in your belly. In Pilates, they talk about breathing in your ribs. And sometimes when I hear about all the different ways, for me, I'm like, I don't know, what do I do? Which one's right? And it can feel really confusing. So today I want to help you just remember that the main thing that you can do to help your stress levels is to just take conscious breaths. Just breathe and really know that you're doing it. And the reason why is that when we are under stress, when we get stressed, or we feel threatened, or we're a bit worried, we feel anxious, that the part of the brain that's kicking in there is what's called our sympathetic nervous system, and that's the part that is really responsible for keeping us alive. And so if you think about that analogy of if you're on a savanna and there's like a wild animal about to get you, you would have a flight response. You'd be thinking about getting the heck out of there to stay alive. And so the flight response will activate all these chemicals in your body that can help you get ready to run, to get the heck out of there. And it kind of generates all those stress chemicals. Same thing if you were about to be attacked, you might go into fight mode. Again, all the stress chemicals will kick in so that you would activate the part of you that's going to respond to avoid the threat, to respond to the danger. Now, for most of us, many of us sitting at our desks, in our workplaces, in our home offices, those threats are not the sorts of things that we're facing up against. However, our brain might perceive it as a threat. So if you're about to dial into a presentation, or you're going to join a call and you have to do a public speaking event, or you have to present on your Teams meeting, whatever it might be, the part of your brain that's like, oh, I'm a bit nervous here, that part of your brain is going to get activated. For many people, public speaking is something that feels very threatening because it's like, all eyes are on us, and the part of our brain that's like, this feels scary, gets activated. What you can do in that moment is just take some breaths. I don't even think exactly it matters what kind of breaths they are, but even like a nice in and out, like, couple of those. And here's what's so cool. Here's the part that I think is so cool, is by taking those breaths, even in that way, like they took each like a second, 2 seconds, what you're signaling to your brain is we're safe here. We're good. And the reason for that is because if you were really about to be attacked by a wild animal, or if you really were about to need to defend your life and, fight, you really wouldn't have the time to have these nice luxurious breaths. Your whole body would be doing something else to respond to keep you safe. So by allowing yourself to say, we've got time, we can take these nice breaths, you're signaling to your brain that it's all good, that you're safe, that you can actually respond in a much more cool, clear-headed, calm way. The threat that it might perceive, that your brain might perceive, isn't actually real. So take those breaths, have it be easy. Maybe you jump off one call straight into the next. As you're waiting to join, just take a couple nice deep breaths, telling yourself, getting your body and your brain in alignment that you're actually safe, you're good to go, you're calm, you're grounded, there's no real threat that you need to actually be worried about. So a little tip just around stress management and breathing: keep it simple, keep breathing, give those signals to your brain that it's fine and you can relax and go do your presentation or do your speech or do your talk or have that difficult conversation in a really calm, clear-headed place. I hope that was helpful. Would love to hear how it goes. If it is, please share this if you think other people might benefit. And do get in touch with me if you would like to work with me, learn more about working with me around balance, around stress management, resilience. I would really love to help you live with more balance, ease, and joy. Take care for now. See you next time. Bye.